Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to interrupt our normal scheduled program. The programming this week was Ladies Week, and I will continue that shortly. But I did end up getting one of the most manly men of all figures that you can get. And I decided, because I haven't really seen too many and maybe just a handful of reviews on him, I figured I'd get him opened up for you guys so I can kind of show you the new thing, because I know a lot of those lady characters that I have are older. You know, the Evil Lyn was newer, the She-Ra was newer, but the rest, they've been out for a little while. So today, Entertainment Earth for the win. I got the mail call for the new Eternia Fisto, and I have to say I'm pretty excited. Dude's got the cybernetic arm and his mallet. I mean, this dude's vicious. He could mess some stuff up. So I will not. Well, and I will have a couple others to open that are in the that are male, that are newer. I ended up getting the Ram Man and Mantenna cartoon collection as well. So I'll get those opened up. I think I'll just open them up together. That way we don't have to worry about it. So without further ado, let's get Fisto. Fistin. Fisto? Fistin? Let's get Fistin. That's terrible. All right. Guys, psst, hey, don't forget. Don't forget right here, okay? All right, thanks. On with the show. All right, so first things first, of course, as always, we will look at the box art and the packaging, which always shout out to Roy Juarez for putting together such an amazing packaging on these figures all the time. I believe the box art is by Simon Eckert, who has always done really well with these Masterverse figures. So just looking at the box, of course, you got that really just, yeah, he's going after little Dragon Man here. That dude's in trouble. He definitely doesn't look like he's gonna make it. You got some guys flying in the background. You got He-Man getting ready to toss the Wolfman. And so there's a couple cool different little evil monsters in the background. Of course, you've got the portrait shot with, of course, his pose with his little mallet. That mallet looks brutal. And then on the back, of course, you got the pictures of the actual figure with the cool little backdrop behind him. And then you've got the other two figures in this wave besides the deluxe, if there's a deluxe in here. Then you've got, so I've gotten the Evil Lyn. I believe the Flying Fist is going to be here Friday, so a couple days from now I'll actually have him as well. So I'll have that completed and I'll be caught up again. Hooray! So, all right, now that we've seen this, let's check this figure out. I'm excited. All right, guys, well, we're 2 for 2 on our Masterverse. This particular, of course, it's newer as well. So these are the ones that kind of must be that first drop. The figure looks amazing to start out with. Just kind of that instant look. I do have a couple my other Fistos in the background. Of course, the second Fisto of Masterverse, what I ended up doing was, making him a double fister. I used RBL 3D's fist, and then I digitally put Trapjaw's head on there and made it a little bloody, so made it a little more of an adult figure, right? All right, and then of course I got the Super 7 Fisto over there. But okay, so here's my dilemma, my first problem. QC issue for Mattel. You go back there. All right, first things first, this was our issue. We got a sword. Oh no. So all of that silver has been chipped off. That is not good. So I got a really janky sword. And of course, like I said, this is the purple is the back plastic, so you're looking at it to where the silver has completely been chipped off. Pretty crazy. Oh, look, you even see it came off on the, more of it came off on the ground here. So not good, Mattel. Get your shit together, huh? All right. Hopefully, okay, this one came out pretty good. So his mallet, this thing is insane. Definitely something that's gonna do some damage. I mean, this thing is freaking awesome. And they're showing on the back of the box that you can actually remove this piece here. Is it just a pop off or is it a twist off? Let's see. Or do I just break it? Okay, it's a pop off. So this piece comes off here. If you want to make Fisto, hold on a second. This is going to take a little elbow grease. Okay. Whoops. Now I'm messing stuff up here. Sorry about that. Okay. So this comes off. You got your fist where you can put your fist as the weapon, I would imagine. Yeah. Looky there. And then you can put this thing on if he needs to, you know, hammer in something, you know, fix something else. But this looks like he'd be, I mean, either way you look at it, he's at a disadvantage because he's not able to open that hand. Even when he does have just your standard fist, he's not going to be able to open that hand. Second head, which is your younger Fisto. Pretty cool. I do like that. He's got that cool hair. The beard is clean. He looks pissed still, so definitely a good one. And then you just have your hand, open hand, to hold on to the mallet on the other side. So again, I don't want to start busting stuff around, so I'm just going to take the hand out, put the other one in. Okay, well, this is a little weird too. This looks like they were supposed to put a gauntlet, or they're supposed to put like, oh wait, where is it? Did it fall off? Hold on a second. Am I missing a piece? Oh, I'm gonna have to rewind it and see if that was there. I don't think it was there at all, was it? So I'm missing his purple. Oh, this thing here. That's supposed to be at the, oh, well, never mind. All right, I was gonna rewind it and check to see if it was just an operator error, which it ended up being. I was like, that doesn't look right, because it had a line in his skin, and I was like, that doesn't look good. I didn't think I was gonna get it that jacked up. Okay, my bad. Operator error. So, I don't like this look. This looks really strange to me. Definitely, Fisto needs his fist. He doesn't need this junk. So I will put this back on his. Man, this takes a. Okay. I'm just in too close quarters here with all this stuff with the microphone and all that, so I'm just busting stuff up. Okay, so let's look at his arm. Let's back it up a little bit. We'll take a look. So he's got that really cool robotic arm all the way around. The details on it are pretty straight. That's pretty cool. You can see you've got the come on now. You've got these grooves in the elbow. There it is. You can see it now. So you've got your grooves in the elbow. Of course, the articulation is pretty standard on any of the Masterverse, up and down. There's no butterfly joints or anything. That'd be kind of cool if Masterverse started doing that. The armor is really cool, really extra detailed. The color of the armor kind of stays the same. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting here. But the color, everything on the color is the same as the old Revelation one, and just his standard color anyway. That one's a little more blue with the Super 7, but really good looking. Does it come off? Of course it does. Let's take a look at that. And of course, close quarters again. I'm gonna pull it back, take off his head. And so your buck is going to be the, you could tell he's got the bigger traps. So this is similar to the newer He-Man battle armor. It's got this extra here. I think this is yeah, this buck is really good. I mean, it's completely different than the other ones, the older ones. Looks a lot better. Just definitely less. The bulk on the older ones were just in a weird spot. This I like actually adding the bigger traps to it. Muscle definition is really good on this one. Standard, of course, everything's going to be the same as far as this. They did keep the same elbow joints and all that, not like the Evil Lyn where they went back to the old, which is really strange. But you got your faux fur here in the plastic. You've got your sheath for the weapon in the back. My jacked up weapon, I guess. So I'll go ahead and put that back on. That is cool. The new that buck is nice. I like that buck. It's definitely better than the first try that they did on these. Which I guess let's pull a pixel down and let's compare. So you can see definitely less definition, less just the construction of it. I like the newer buck better, a lot better. And he's actually taller now that I think about it. I'm sorry, let's go back. We're gonna take all of this off. So yeah, first of all, he's a lot bigger. So you could definitely tell that the structure, the way that the chest is made, it's higher, it's not as droopy. You've got more muscle definition all the way around. Up top you have a lot more muscle definition. This one's a lot smoother up top. Abs are better. Everything just better. And then of course you got the bigger traps up top. But that is another thing now that I have all the armor off. The new style is taller, which is really cool. I like that. They did make it a little bit bigger, and you know, they should. He's a big dude, and it's cool that they're making him a little bit bigger. Granted, they're making a lot of these figures bigger. I mean, look at the Horde Trooper's a monster, dude. That one is actually really cool as well. So I've been really impressed with what they're doing with the Masterverse. Granted, I did have a mistake with the Evil Lyn because the belt was put on crooked, and then of course now I've got that issue with my Fisto. So whatever, I will just put that on in the back. I will sheath the weapon, and we'll get him back clothed. This armor's dope. This armor's really, really cool. Is that what the kids are saying? It's some pretty Riz armor? I don't know. So I'm gonna put this in here. Whoa, and the rest of the paint just came off. Putting it in there. Wow. Yeah, that's all coming off. That sucks. Mattel, what are you doing? The QC person must have been sleeping on the job the other day, because yeah, that thing went right through and it passed for some reason. Okay, so I'll give you a look at the jeez, hold on a second. It's so funny because when I'm in this little spot, damn, that head did not want to go on. Okay, man, look at all this part of the whole sword just popped off. Okay, so here's our younger look of Fisto. He's pretty cool. He's got that, like I said, he's got that cool hair. He's not a redhead like the one that was for Revelation, and actually more of a redhead for Masterverse, or for Classics when it's the new Club Grayskull. Jeez, Lanzotti, put your stuff together. Okay, so he's not a redhead like the others. All of that sword is on my hands. It's crazy. I don't know if this lighting is really helping me any at all. I think it's almost making it a little bit worse. There we go. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. I'm really happy with it. I've been looking forward to it with this arm. Like I said, when you get the setup of a Masterverse, you kind of understand it's pretty similar. Now, granted, the legs are also bigger, a little bit bigger, and then the design on the boot, you've got the purple, followed by like the brownish purple, and then some black straps. But other than that, everything else is pretty standard. I do like the younger look, but this gray beard is pretty awesome as well. He's got his ponytail in the back, a lot of hair for the old guy, and but he's got that equal angry looking face on both sides. And yeah, so overall, looking at this one compared to the others, definitely would say he's my favorite Fisto of the ones that I have. Granted, I do not have the Classics Mattel Fisto, which is pretty awesome as well, and so I don't have that one. And you know, I do have the 2000X Fisto, which is pretty awesome. That one is actually really cool, and he has a similar headpiece like this one does. So, but yeah, so we'll get a couple pictures. Oh, Mattel the sword. But overall, besides the sword, I'm very happy. He's definitely one of my favorites. Like I said, I love the fact that he's a little bigger and he takes up a lot of space, so he's definitely gonna be happy up on the shelf there. So anyway, thanks for joining, guys. We'll be back on the next video. I might do Mantenna and Ram Man for the cartoon collection, which you can kind of see in the corners right there. And yeah, we will catch you on the next one. Watch yourself. You know where this fist can go, huh, sucker? Alright, bye guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and with my rambling and talking about broken, messed up swords and all that stuff, I did forget to add. This one is continuing with that nice part of Mattel where they're putting in the drop hip. So he does have that as well. So you've got that to where you can pose him a little bit better, because you do have that leg drop here, which is really cool. I do like that as far as that for posing and stuff. So had to jump in and give you a little extra piece. Overtime, working overtime for you guys. Who else does that? Probably everybody. But anyway, all right guys, thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next video.